This is Aussie Mac Zone. We'll cover everything Apple, including Macs, iPhones, iPads, and more. All this from an Aussie perspective. Sit back, relax, insert yourself into the zone. The Aussie Mac Zone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Aussie Mac Zone, episode 389.
So close.
389. We're on the way. That was Zarn. How are you, Zarn?
Good, Michael. How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you, my friend. Yep, 389. Welcome to everybody that might tune in or wants to come in later on. No problem.
389. Is it a Hemi motor?
Chevy? Yeah, it's a Hemi or a Chevy?
289. 289's a small block Chev.
Yeah.
They put into the Mustang, but a 389 I think is a big block.
That'd be a Camaro.
And that, the 289.
Yeah, they wouldn't put a Chevy.
Oh, sorry, 289's a Ford motor. Sorry, 289's a Ford motor. They put into a Mustang, and a 389 is a small big block that they put into.
It's only one motor, 351. That's all there is.
They don't even make them anymore.
A lot of things they don't make that were good in their day. So, story number... Yeah, go, keep talking.
I was going to say, because I watch a lot of American car shows, and you brought up the 351, they don't use the Cleveland, because we love the Cleveland over here.
Yeah.
And they don't like the Cleveland over there. They like the Windsor.
Yeah.
And so over there they'd always use the Windsor 351 where we use the Cleveland 351. And in a couple of the shows I've watched, they're like, Aussies love the Clevelands and they don't know why we love these Clevelands so much. And I'm like, mate, if you come over here and drove an XY, you'd understand why.
Absolutely. I've been watching some good, just on the car note. So, there's one that's American watches Bathurst or American tunes into Bathurst. Yeah. And they talks about, different things that happen at Bathurst while the race is on or, doing a lap or whatever. That's interesting. What they think of it, what he thinks of it. I've been watching a bit of Jim Clark history. That's been really good too. Yeah. Brilliant.
Last night I watched a bit of four-wheel drive mud racing.
Yeah.
So they're four-wheel drives. They're on a mud track. They have pits and bumps, like a dirt bike track, basically, like an overgrown dirt bike track, basically.
Yeah.
And they are crazy. Jumping four-wheel drives, like just putting them up there.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of American with Bathurst, I watched a clip of a NASCAR driver in a supercar do a lap of Bathurst, and he was terrified.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
he could not believe we drove those cars around corners like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, over the top, man. Over the top, brilliant. Even at just like half road speed, not half track speed, half road speed's brilliant. Yeah. It's just, I love it. I love the joint. That's where I've said you can sprinkle my ashes.
Yeah.
So we'll get on to the real stories now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I hope everyone's all right, by the way. With all the lockdown that's happening, etc. Yeah, I hope we're all okay.
Here in Sydney, it's crazy.
I know.
I haven't left the house, because Claire's went to the shop and all that sort of stuff. So I haven't left the house in 5 days, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm going a little stir crazy, to be honest.
Only a little. So, New Windows 365 makes it super easy to get Windows 10 on your Mac. Tom's Guide reports the perfect solution for Mac owners that want to use Windows. Microsoft has just announced Windows 365, a new cloud-based service that will allow Mac and iPad users to stream a Windows desktop via a web browser, and it's set to launch in August. And if you don't particularly fancy using Mac OS, then this could be the perfect alternative. The new service was unveiled earlier this week via an official blog post, and it will operate akin to Microsoft's Xbox cloud gaming service. Essentially, the Windows experience will be streamed onto a user's device, even if that device doesn't technically support the operating system. In the announcement post, Microsoft is keen to highlight that the service will be extremely useful for users who are working remotely. Perhaps you only have a MacBook Pro at home but need to access your Windows-operated work PC. Windows 365 will make it possible. It should also allow users on Mac or iPad to run programs and apps that don't support Mac OS. It could also be useful for owners of a Chromebook, which runs the more limited Chrome OS. Several high-profile programs, including the likes of Photoshop, cannot run on certain Chromebooks. Windows 365 looks to be an ideal workaround. Users will have the option to choose the configuration of virtual PC being streamed as well. According to Microsoft, Windows 365 will be available to stream a PC with a 512 gig of memory, 16 gig of RAM. Security is, of course, a concern. Storing sensitive business data on a personal device is a big no-no. And in an effort to remedy this potential problem, Microsoft will be encrypting all the information in the cloud to avoid any potential security breaches. Pardon me. The service is scheduled for launch in August and will come in two different editions, 365 Business and 365 Enterprise. The blog doesn't mention Windows 365 being available for personal use, but assuming the corporate rollout is smooth, it would make it logical sense for Microsoft to allow individuals access. Microsoft has been fairly tight-lipped when it comes to pricing. However, the software giant may have inadvertently revealed how much Windows 365 will cost. The Verge spotted that Microsoft revealed during an Inspire session that businesses will be charged $31 per user per month for access. For this subscription fee, users will get 2 CPUs, 4 gig of RAM, and 128 gig of storage. This configuration is part of the Windows 365 business package, which is designed for companies with less than 300 overall employees. It's been confirmed that both cheaper and more expensive packages will be available at launch by Microsoft spokesperson. And there's more in the link in the show notes that you can, of course, download at the end of the show.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's good, especially with, Windows being a bit hard to get on the newer machines. Yep. I think Parallels is working, but it'd be interesting. And if you don't need it all the time, you only need it for a month's work or something, you can hire it for a month and then leave it and then come back 8 months later and hire it again. That's another thing to think about.
I'm glad you're not subscribing and it's a continual month payment. $31 a month, I understand. Like for me personally,
yeah,
I wouldn't pay it because I'm not a business. I don't need, but if they do bring out a cheaper version and they do then allow outside business to use it and it's only, $11 a month or whatever, then I would happily, grab it for a month and use it, and it'd be good for because I have a MacBook and a Chromebook.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to be able to switch from either and still do my work. So yeah, I'm
interested to see what happens.
I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. Pricing at the moment only being towards businesses and things like that. We'll have to see when they finally launch it and see what they say.
And it also probably give you a chance in a little while to try out Windows 11 instead of Windows 10, which they're about to
Yep.
that they've released in beta at the version. So
also, I think we've got some our biggest fans watching at the moment.
Okay.
I just wanted to say hello to Mason, Hunter, and Levi.
And I want to say hello to Levi, Hunter, Mason, and KAD.
There you go.
And the dog.
And the
turtle. And the turtle. Yeah. So excellent. Now, this is an amazing one. This story too.
Oh, no, this is great. So
it's great because everyone's all right.
That's right. Oh, wow. Shocking selfie captures exact moment when lightning struck 3 siblings. So Global News reports Mother Nature provided the flash for an epic and painful selfie in London, England on Monday last, when 3 siblings were struck by lightning while taking a photo together. Rachel, Andrew, and Isabel Jobson survived the incident with some minor burns and a majorly overexposed photo together, courtesy of the sudden lightning bolt. The siblings were cycling in South London when they stopped for a bathroom break and then took shelter under a tree to avoid some heavy rain on Monday. BBC News reports, I took a picture of us smiling and we then wanted a sad picture in the rain, Isabella, 23, told BBC News. All of a sudden, I was on the ground and couldn't hear anything apart from the high-pitched buzzing. My whole right arm was numb and I couldn't move it. Rachel recalls posing for the photo and then suddenly finding herself on the ground. I felt disjointed. My sister and I were screaming. She said all 3 of the siblings were treated in hospital for their injuries and later discharged, though Rachel said that Andrew escaped the worst of it and was only stunned. There's more of that too in the notes. Crazy.
Yeah.
The photo is phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm glad they're okay because a lightning strike is often fatal. So the fact that they were okay, the brother, I love that the brother only copped a little bit of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I know, always the brother's fault.
They're thinking maybe if you read the story a bit more, they're saying that maybe they actually one of them got struck because she had a titanium insert in from a previous accident. She's got an insert in her arm or something, and that that might have been enough to just attract it that little bit more. Instead of hitting the tree, it hit her, whatever, But yeah, they're all right, and they've got a spectacular picture around the world for it. So I'm sure they'll talk about it for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I'm sure the photo's gone viral. That's fantastic. They got struck by lightning. I understand it's so bad, but they are okay, and hopefully they'll be able to laugh about it soon.
Yes, yeah, good on them. Good on them. But it was just that was just something different that I thought we'd just chuck in there and make people aware. Just be careful of what you're doing when you're in the storm.
Absolutely. I've seen I watch a lot of the Fail Army videos, and and there's a bloke out on his balcony, veranda, I should say, and he's filming the rain, and it's hailing and raining at the same time. And there's lightning crashing everywhere. It's a phenomenal storm, and he's just like filming it, and all of a sudden it just goes white, and you hear this boom. And there was where he was filming, there was a tree on the right-hand side. And when all the light flash and comes down, there's just pieces of like toothpicks and no tree.
Yeah. I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's the one also on there I've seen where they're driving, and on the right-hand side there's a telegraph pole, and it's up high. So there's like a road up here, and there's a road down below, and a lightning strikes, and because and it's on a dash cam, and because they're far enough away, you see the lightning hit the telegraph pole, and they slow it down, and it just disintegrates. Yeah. Like there's not even big chunks of telegraph pole. It's just splinters. Phenomenal. Yeah. And so they are very lucky.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
US Customs seizes record number of fake AirPods. Macworld reports counterfeit AirPods Pro are especially popular because they can be sold at a higher price. In the 9 months since October 2020, US Customs has seized roughly 360,000 counterfeit wireless headphones, such as the AirPods Pro, reports Apple Insider. The seized counterfeit headphones are estimated to be worth $62.2 million. This is well up on previous records. In the entirety of 2019, for instance, the agency seized counterfeit headphones worth just $3.3 million. It's unclear exactly how many of the headphones were counterfeits of Apple's headphones. However, the information notes that the AirPods Pro are a hugely popular target for fakers because they can be sold at a higher price. In a comment to the information, Apple said counterfeit products deliver an inferior experience and they often can be dangerous. Apple has teams around the world working with law enforcement, customs, merchants, social media companies, and e-commerce sites to remove the counterfeits. So, yeah, just be aware. Be aware of what you're getting, especially when you're buying stuff secondhand or, on the cheap from eBay or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of AirPods, I need a new pair of AirPods. Mine are slowly dying. They're not lasting as long as they used to.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that. Well, I will chuck it in the show notes. There is a place in the States that basically exchange them, like send you one with a new battery in it or two, you know what I mean? Cool. They do the cases or the AirPods.
Good.
So maybe
you take your old iPhone in and you get a trade-in for your new one.
Yeah.
Will they do that with AirPods?
I don't know. But what you're going to get for it's probably not as much as you hoped.
No, not really. I don't really mind. If I got the extra $50 for them, I'd be happy.
I doubt it. Not for anyway. Because they charge a lot more than that for exchange parts, I think. So.
Yeah, right.
Now we've got some gaming.
We do.
A little bit of gaming here, yeah.
Yeah. What the Golf adds 1,000 new holes in free update.
That's amazing, isn't it? 1,000 holes.
Yeah. I know. ING reports it's out now on Apple Arcade with PC and Switch updates coming soon. Oh, it's going to come on the Switch. Awesome. Goofy golf game. What the Golf has released a new free update for Apple Arcade that includes 50 new levels with a PC and Switch update coming soon. The update entitled A Whole New World. Whole, not whole.
Yeah. I know, very, very clever. Very good.
Yeah. Adds over 1,000 new holes across 50 new levels, which also includes new gameplay mechanics, new champion campaign, new music tracks, and more silly jokes about golf. As seen in the trailer for the update, some of the levels include water cannons, wiener dogs, office chairs, old men, donuts, country-inspired areas where you are the hole. Okay. You are the hole. Well, the Golf is an indie golf game that's ridiculous. Ridicules the sport of golf, with developer Triband advertising it as a game made by people who hate golf. It's full of slapstick golf jokes and references to other video games, and was released back in 2019, first on iOS with subsequent. No, I can't say that. Subsequent that word launches on Epic, Stream, and Switch. It was our favorite mobile game of 2019. Excellent. So I didn't know you could get it on the Switch. I might have to.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I might have to have a look tonight. The kids and I might have to have a go.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
Yes. But yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. Fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. I really like
it.
Yeah. I've played. I've played that a lot actually. With entertainment.
Entertainment. We've got 2 bits of entertainment. So Apple's wrapped because they scored 35 Emmy nominations, including 20 for Ted Lasso, which makes Emmy history as the most nominated freshman comedy series ever. Apple also earns Primetime Emmy Award nominations for Mythic Quest, Central Park, Servant, Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry, Boy State, Mariah Carey's Magical Christmas Special, your favorite, Bruce Springsteen's Letter to You, The Year the Earth Changed, and Carpool Karaoke, the series. Now, you can read the whole article on our Apple News page, which you just go to Apple News and look up Aussie Mac Zone.
So, no spoilers or anything like that, but I watched the last of Mythic Quest.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Great, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved it. I watched some of the new episodes of Central Park, which are also excellent. What else did I watch on Apple TV the other day? I watched all of it as well. They're only short episodes. I can't remember what it was now, but it was so good.
They've all been good. They've all been very good.
They've all been excellent. I'm really impressed with the quality of show that they've put out. Except for Mariah Carey's Christmas. Very specific.
What about, have you watched Smigadoon yet?
That's what it was. Smigadoon. So I've watched the first few episodes of Smigadoon. My God, it's phenomenal. That's why I can remember it. Every time I thought of it, anything that come into my head then was, I'm going to Bonnie Doon. Which is the castle. So
far been good. We've enjoyed it.
What do you think?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Serious, nice light.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Kellyanne and I watched it, and we both love a comedy musical, you know.
Yeah.
So it was right up our alley, and I don't think we stopped laughing. Like, it was just so good and so silly.
Yes, that's right.
Little bits of it, with the mayor and stuff like that, and them, So I don't want to give too much away, so I'm not going to say too much.
No, that's right. I fully understand.
A little bit of the mayor. Fantastic. The picnic was hilarious.
Yeah.
Very good. What is it? The carnival operator guy is funny as, and the poor milkman.
All good, all really good.
Yeah. Impressed.
Now we're going to talk about Ted Lasso season 2 for a sec, but I know we're in lockdown, and I don't know whether it applies. No one's been able to work out what Apple stores have them, whether they're around the world or only in America or whatever. But they're there's a 4-pack of Ted Lasso stickers to go with season 2, just of memes or whatever you call them. But but I can't go down and find out whether they're here.
So, I say mimis because it's
yeah. But to go with that, now celebrate the debut of Ted Lasso Season 2 later this week with these iPhone wallpapers.
Oh, wow.
This Friday, the long-anticipated second season of Apple's hit show Ted Lasso finally debuts. Apple's been celebrating the new season with special Today at Apple sessions, in-store stickers, and a stellar blue carpet event. Now, 9 to 5 Mac put together some fun new wallpapers for your phone to celebrate. You can check them out and download your favorites below. So when you go to the 9 to 5 site, you'll be able to click on it and find it. We've put together 3 distinct collections of wallpaper. They are Jersey-inspired wallpapers, quote wallpapers, and some simple Ted Lasso blue ones. The simple clothing-inspired wallpapers are based on AFC Richmond's uniform and outfits. The first one was designed to resemble AFC Richmond jersey used in the show. The second one, with orange and white, was inspired by the AFC Richmond athletic shorts. The third wallpaper is based on the AFC Richmond crew neck sweatshirt. It's available in a variety of colour options. So, yeah, just a little bit of fun. 9 to 5 that's put a little bit together for it, and you can go in and download the wallpapers for your phone and tell everyone how much of a Ted Lasso fan you really are.
That's great.
It is.
Cool stuff.
It is. Yeah. Excellent.
And it's a great show, so I want to support.
That's right.
I wonder if they'll end up making jerseys and stuff like that. I wonder if we'll be able to get like proper jerseys.
I'm sure they would have already done that.
Yeah.
Except for the conditions around the world, I'm sure, because it's so popular.
Yeah. So
won't be long.
Oh,
go.
So before I do start this next story, Ted Lasso is released on the 23rd.
Yeah, Friday. Australian
Friday.
time. Yeah.
So's I'm pretty sure so's the new He-Man series on Netflix. So Kevin Smith and Netflix and all that have worked together to make a new He-Man series. I'm really excited about that. I am a massive He-Man fan. I loved He-Man when I was a kid. I had so many toys and I watched all the cartoons. I mean, rewatching them, I never realized how terrible they were. They are just hilarious to watch now. The boys love them. I love them. And also their same company, I don't know if they're doing it with Kevin Smith though, but the people who are making him are also doing a new release of the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, which is exciting. I don't know when that's released. I just know that they are releasing it. I've seen a few pictures and things like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming out on the 23rd of July. A lot of it I can't remember right at this point in time, but there's so much to watch, which is good because I'm at the end of everything where I'm like, okay, I need something new to watch. And Friday, I'll have something new to watch. So that's really good. So the new, next story is Apple pledges donations to European flood relief effort. Macworld again, more than 125 people have died after floods destroyed homes and infrastructure in Belgium, the Netherlands, and Germany. Another 1,300 people are still missing, according to Reuters. Some 114,000 households in Germany did not have access to power as of Friday. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's it. That's
one of the news. The massive floods. Like one of the news once had just this massive amount of water flooding down the street into a sinkhole, which was like halfway down the road.
Wow. And
that sinkhole went from there out into the country. It wasn't just like a sinkhole like we're used to here, where you get the road collapses a little bit. But this was like kilometers long. It was just unbelievable how much rain and infrastructures, like how much rain there was and how much infrastructure has been damaged.
So they have a new river, do they?
Yeah, it's just.
And that's a river. Like it's a few kilometers long and it's full of water. That's a river.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And even like I know. When do we have all that stuff down in Victoria? That was about 5 weeks ago. And I know some of those, lots of those houses are still only working on generators that they've been given. Yeah, just astounding. So I hope everybody in Victoria is all right for that. And yeah. Sorry Germany, for those people overseas.
Yeah.
Hope most of those people get found.
Yes.
Apple releases Safari 14.1.2 for macOS Catalina and Mojave with security improvements. 9 to 5 Mac reports Apple today quietly released an updated version of Safari for users running versions of Mac OS prior to Big Sur 11. Safari 14.1.2 is available for macOS Catalina and Mojave with security improvements and bug fixes. They obviously must have thought it was important enough. The update follows the release of iOS 14.7 and watchOS 7.6, which are made available for public earlier last week. The final builds of Big Sur 11.5 and iPad iOS 14.7 are yet to be released. However, what exactly these updates bring in terms of security improvements is unknown at this time because Apple doesn't tell it. On its security webpage, Apple only mentions that more details about today's updates will be available soon. Earlier this year, Apple introduced 14.1 for Catalina and Mojave, which fixed a serious exploit in WebKit that had been used to execute code on a device without authorization. Presumably, another security breach in WebKit has been patched with the latest version of iOS and macOS. So the company suggests that more details will be revealed after investigating and confirm the security update works. For the protection of our customers, Apple doesn't disclose too much about our patches and releases.
Yeah.
You can update Safari by going to the software update menu in the System Preferences app on your Mac. More in the show notes, of course. Now, our how-to. I thought this was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so if you follow us on Facebook, you would have already seen this.
Yes.
Because I posted it about a week ago and was really excited about it. So draw yourself as a Peanuts character in pages with Snoopy artists. Learn how to draw yourself as a Peanuts character in pages with the help of Snoopy Show storyboard artists Krista Porter and Anthony from Today at Apple. For extra inspiration, download our drawing reference here. So there's a link in the show notes. You can also go on Facebook and onto our page and check the videos and follow the links there as well. Because as soon as Michael sent this to me, I was so excited I watched it. I had to share it with you guys. And so I put it straight onto the Facebook page because it was absolutely amazing.
Yes. Yeah. What you'll need is an iPad or an iPhone, the Pages app. The Apple Pencil is optional. And,
and the video for the YouTube tutorial is in the links.
Now, also, there is other stuff on YouTube while you're there. If you just go to youtube.com/Apple and have a look what's there, there's some good stuff there.
Oh, there's some excellent stuff there.
Yeah.
Especially today with Apple. Stuff like there's always some really cool how-tos and just fun stuff as well, especially for the kids and even making music. You can have some fun with that as well. I love their garage band and all that sort of stuff. The music makers that we have. I'm trying to convince Kel to get me a looper for Father's Day, so I can make silly little.
Now you're a bit loopy.
Yeah, I know. So I can make silly little tracks. We were watching Not Only 10 Cats Does Countdown,
Yeah.
And a comedian there had a looper, and he did one. It was like, "Do you know my mum? You know my mum? You know my mum? You know my mum? Do you know my mum? Long hair." And he's like, and it's all this, and it's all with loops, and it sounded fantastic. And Kellyanne looks at me, she goes, "I need to get you one of those." And I'm like,
So now, anything else?
Just be safe.
Yes, please.
Be indoors when you can, I should say. Be nice to people. It's really important that we be nice to each other. You know, I know it feels like everyone's against each other at the moment and all that sort of stuff, but we're not. We should be sticking together even though we're apart. Make sure you call your loved ones.
Yes.
Because, you know, if you're missing them, then they're missing you. So be the first to call. Make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Just all that good love stuff. I just want to, you know, be like, care for each other. You know? That's
Absolutely. All. Absolutely. It's not hard. It's not hard. Now, the show notes link each week on the show upload, the link being
AussieMaxZone.com.au 839. There
AMZ.
AMZ, sorry. AMZ 389.
That's right.
There you will see the last 6 weeks of show notes. You
can email Michael or Zarn at AussieMaxZone.com.au.
You know it. Yep. However you listen to us, please like us, subscribe to us if you want, share us with your friends. We would. If we were your friends, we would share us with you. And and you can, you can find us at Apple News, Aussie Max Zone.
That's right.
Find us on Facebook if you want to go to our page. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. Everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere you listen, you'll find us.
We're there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thanks. Yep. Thanks to our supporters, you, our listeners. Very important people. Now, over to Zarn for that sign-off.
That's right. Remember, guys, an apple a day keeps the androids away. Bye.
Bye. And we go to here.
I've been sitting in front of this thing now for